Most people are afraid of what they cannot see. But I was not afraid of the darkness in that basement. I was afraid of what came running out of it. I was 15 that summer. I had a simple cleaning job. Go into empty condo units after tenants moved out, clean everything up, get it ready for the next family. Easy money. One afternoon, I was paired with a girl I'll call Jen. 20 years old. Confident. She took the lead and I followed. We were assigned to a unit at the end of a row. Now, the layout of this place matters. Living room through the front door. On the right, 2 staircases, one going up, one going down, behind a door, into the basement. Those stairs turned twice, which meant you could not see the bottom from where you were standing. The basement itself was one open concrete room. Washer, dryer, furnace, one hanging bulb. No closets, no side rooms, nowhere to hide. I want you to remember that. The previous tenants had clearly left in a hurry. Kitchen filthy, belongings still everywhere. We bagged it all up and got to work. At some point, we pulled the oven away from the wall. There was a drawer underneath it with broken rails. We kicked it back into place together, confirmed it was completely stuck, and moved on. We split up. Jen went upstairs. I stayed downstairs. I was on a ladder removing light fixtures when I heard my name called from upstairs. I called back. No response. I went up, found Jen with headphones on, cleaning a bedroom. "Did you call me?" She looked up. "No." I went back downstairs. Above the staircase, there was an attic access panel in the ceiling. Just a square opening, no cover. Pure darkness behind it. Every time I walked underneath it, I looked up. Every single time. A few minutes later, I heard my name again. Jen's voice came back immediately from upstairs. "I didn't call you. You're hearing things." I told myself she was right. I was at the sink washing light fixtures when I turned around to grab a sponge and nearly tripped. The oven drawer was sitting on the floor, halfway out. The same drawer we had kicked into place, the same drawer we had confirmed was completely stuck. I kicked it back in, pulled the handle, stuck, solid. I went back to work. A few minutes later, I turned around again. The drawer was back out. I had heard nothing. Nobody else was downstairs. That drawer had been jammed, not loosely sitting in place, jammed. It could not move on its own. I left it on the floor and decided not to think about it. I started reinstalling the clean fixtures. Lights off, up on the ladder, hands full. The light switched on by itself. The sudden brightness knocked me off balance. I fell backward. The fixture crashed down and missed my head by inches. I sat on the floor and looked across the room at the light switch. Nobody near it. Jen clearly moving around upstairs. No time for her to have come down and back up. The switch had turned on by itself. I went upstairs and told Jen everything. She listened quietly. Then she told me something she had been holding back. A few minutes earlier, she thought she had heard someone call her name. It hadn't sounded like me. We were done pretending. One task left, sweep the basement. Neither of us would go alone. We went down together, checked every corner. Exactly as I said, one open concrete room, nothing there, nowhere to hide. Jen swept. I sat on the dryer and watched. We finished and headed back upstairs, relieved. Almost done, almost out. I was standing in the living room, 2 feet from the open basement door, gathering my supplies, when we both heard it at the exact same moment. Footsteps. From below, heavy, slow at first, then faster. Then they broke into a full run, charging up those stairs, loud, fast, coming directly toward us like something that had been waiting down there the entire afternoon, and had finally run out of patience. I grabbed the basement door and slammed it shut, and we ran. Out the front door, across the lawn. Jen yelled behind me. "The key! Leave it!" We did not stop until we were on the other side of the complex. We told the property manager someone had been inside the unit. We never told her what we actually heard. What were we supposed to say? That something spent the whole afternoon calling our names, pulling out a drawer that couldn't move, turning on a light with nobody near the switch, and then charged up the basement stairs the moment we thought it was over? Nobody would have believed us. I am not someone who jumps to paranormal explanations. I have spent 20 years trying to find a reasonable answer for that afternoon. The names, maybe. The drawer, maybe. The light switch, maybe. But that basement was empty. We checked it ourselves. There was nowhere for anyone to stand, and those footsteps were not quiet or distant or easy to dismiss. They sounded exactly like something running, straight toward a door that I was standing 2 feet behind. Even now, 20 years later, every time I hear someone run up a staircase, I am back in that living room, listening, wondering what stopped just on the other side of that door.